Welcome back to DeMont's Big Bass. Today we're going to go over the 2020 GH150. Yes, I've already opened this box because I didn't want to have what happened on the last video when they sent me the same original GH150. But I kind of left it. The box got kind of smushed up, but the reel inside seems to be okay. I haven't really taken it out just too good. Just kind of seen it was the right one. This is the old original box. This one here's the original. I brought this out just so we can compare them. All right, here is the new one. Comes with the reel and just a spec sheet, if you can read Chinese. They have this in English? Let's see. No, it is all in Chinese. So, good luck with that. All right, so just looking at this, it kind of looks very much like they tried to steal some titanium cues. Not titanium, what's that, the Shimano, well, it's kind of missing me now. Is it Aldebaran? No, not Aldebaran. I'm not very much a Shimano guy. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Bantam, that's the name of it, Bantam. The Shimano Bantam. Okay, so you can take a look at it. It's kind of like a cobalt blue color. I kind of like the color of it. The new knobs feel pretty good. The drag is the star drag is very tight. It has a nice audible click. The spool tension clicks now. As you can see, they went to a big cone, so basically stole Shimano's line guide. Which, I mean, a lot of other ones have too. Cast King has, quite a few of them have. Here's your spool side open. Open, closed, up, closed, down's open. The thumb bar feels pretty good. I like the position of it, how it sits up kind of high. I appreciate that with my big hands. Let's see. Oh. I like the groove in the bottom, so especially if you're flipping. That makes it very easy to pop it right back up. Alright, so it doesn't really seem to be non-smooth, but it doesn't seem to be moving quite as fluently as you'd want it to be. I don't know, maybe that's just, I bet the other one came so packed full of oil, the bearings, it doesn't surprise me. It was kind of like drudging through, so this is probably the same way. So let's open up the side plate. Okay, it's an 8 magnet system. It's kind of like your standard kind of Magdrax kind of system. As you can see, the tracking there moves up as you turn the knob. Let's take a look at the spool. Wow. Doesn't want to come out very easy. I do like that they went to like a half spool. But I think, if I remember correctly, the other one's a half spool as well, but we're going to find out in a few minutes. Spool kind of feels light. I mean, they kind of stole this from Daiwa. But so that's interesting. I don't know if you guys can see this, but on this side right here, there's like a gear. You see it? Right here. It's like a gearing. What is that even for? I mean, this is the side, this goes in like this. Yeah, that bearing's full of oil, good grief. It doesn't hardly spin at all. That's nothing that a can of air won't fix, is blow it out. That's what I always do. You blow all the grease out of the oil. There's still oil gonna stay inside your bearings, just blow most of the thick stuff out. Let's get some weights and stuff real quick. So let's see what we're working with here. We're going to compare both of them all together. Let's get the other one out of the box. So you can see this one has the foam grips. And this one here is noticeably smoother. It doesn't have clicker on the tension knob. Drag star still clicks. And it kind of has like the dial. Well, actually, it's like the Shimano kind of dial here. But it doesn't have the big cone, if you can see the line guide there. All right, so let's find out what each one's working with. Okay, let's make sure you can see everything. Let's get these boxes back out of the way a little bit here. All right, we're in ounces. Let's see what the original one weighs. The original one weighs, well, of course it won't, oh, I gotta take off the hat cap. Gosh, sorry guys. It's been a long day. So, the original one weighs, why did it go to grams? The original one weighs 7.3 ounces. All right. The new one weighs 6.9 ounces. If you guys can see that. So they took off about a quarter of an ounce, a little over a quarter of an ounce. Now let's see. Let's check out the spool weights. The new one, the spool weighs, let's switch it over to grams, 12.4 grams. It's not bad. It's not the lightest, but it's not the heaviest. Just not used to seeing this big, this spool shaft. I'm not used to seeing it like that, with like the gear filling on the bottom of it. I don't understand what that's for. Yeah, it doesn't have any kind of form or feature. The only thing I can really see it doing is adding extra weight. All right, let's go back to the original. The original one, you gotta turn it over and push it that way to open the spool up. And you see it's a half spool as well, a half shaft I mean. But this one here, instead of being an 8 magnet system like this one, is a 10 magnet system, and you can tell the magnets are pretty much bigger. These magnets on the old one are bigger than the new one, and there's 2 more of them. So I would get to say that this mag force is a lot higher than that one. This one also has like the little gearing. I guess I didn't notice it before. I guess it's kind of like a knurling or something on there, but you can clearly see that I fleshed out this bearing and it spins a lot better than the other bearing. But okay, let's see how much this spool weighs. This spool weighs basically right at 15 grams. So you take some weight out of the spool in the new one. And they've kind of made it look a little better, improved the looks of it, but they've also made it deeper. As you can see on this one, this spool here is a lot shallower than the new spool. I'll set it like that so you can see it. They're identical in height, but this spool here is deeper. I like some of the aesthetics of the new one. I mean, I like the color of it, it's pretty good. But I like the feel of it in your hand. But this one here is so much smoother out of the box than this one is. Okay, so let's see here. And that lightening it up a little bit could just be the taking the magnets away. Well, the spool's lighter too, so it's hard to say. Okay, that goes back on pretty tough. Gosh. Will help I put the right side in, I guess. I should make a bloopers reel. Come on. There we go. Now we got it lined up. I mean, it's just nowhere near as smooth. I mean, it feels pretty comfortable in palm. But this one feels comfortable as well. Let's go over the specs of them, see what it says on the box. If the box is even in English, let's find out. Okay, the old one, it says 7.2 to 1 gear ratio, 8 kilograms of drag force, 75 centimeter per handle turn, which is basically like 31 inches. Basically 11 plus 1 ball bearing for basically 12 bearings. Let's see what this one says. So this one's missing a bearing. It still has the same 75 centimeter per handle turn. It went down on some drag power. And 7.2. Still the same 7.2. I mean, I like the looks of this reel. I have to do like a side-by-side comparison on them. Because, to be honest with you, I'm not even sure. I mean, you tell me, which one do you prefer? The looks of which one? I mean, I like the little bit of blue and the cobalt blue paint job of it. This is not a bad looking reel. It's still not as good as the GH150, which is their BFS reel. But I wonder why they didn't upgrade the GH150 to kind of look like this one. It still basically looks like this, except it has a BFS spool and it has the FSB braking system in it. And I like how this one here has kind of a swept drag. This is a metal drag star. And this one here is, yeah, it feels like plastic. Yeah, that's plastic. This one here feels like a plastic drag star. So they increased the money by, not by much, they increased the money by $3 versus this one. So, I mean, all things put aside, yeah, the handle link's the same. I mean, I know this one doesn't have a click and tension knob. Let me check one other thing, see if this one has a, yep, this one does have a drag clicker. And that's important to some people. People like that drag clicker. This one has a drag clicker. I'm pretty sure this one here does not. I haven't caught any big fish on this one. No, this one does not have a drag clicker. So that's might be something worthwhile to look at for some people, but it's not really something I really care about. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. You guys let me know what you think about these two reels. Which one do you like better? The new one or the old one? I think the old one has a little more premium components, where the new one has a little more features to it. Some newer features anyway. Like the cone size line guide, the actual thumb bar. This one has a good thumb bar too though. I mean, it doesn't really have that much smush, and it's a very good thumb bar. This one doesn't have like this little ridge here on it. They've kind of taken that away. They've kind of made the gearbox a little more refined. You can see that there. But I think for the money, they're both good reels. Well, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I got a couple more videos coming out for you lately. I didn't get on the water today. It was kind of raining all day, so I thought I'd do some videos. Well, Well, guys, if you have any questions about these two reels that I didn't answer for you, go ahead and ask them down below. I answer everybody's questions. I'm probably doing a casting test with them pretty soon, just to see, and I'll try to get that on video as well for you. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. You have a great day and tight lines.